Leaders from the East and Southern Africa have called an immediate and unconditional ceasefire to end the deadly fight in the Democratic Republic of Congo. At a crisis summit in Tanzania on the 8th of February 2025, the Southern African Development Community and the East African Community blocs urged all warring parties to hold peace talks within 5 days, including with the Rwanda-backed M23 rebels. In late January, the M23 rebels captured Goma, the largest city in eastern DR Congo, the worst escalation of fighting in more than a decade that has left thousands dead, despite announcing a unilateral ceasefire. The latest UN figures suggest 2,900 people have been killed since early January as a result of the hostilities between M23 and the armed forces of the DR Congo. Around 700,000 are estimated to have been displaced and thousands more injured. Saturday's gathering in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania's biggest city, brought together heads of state and government representatives to try to resolve the worsening security and humanitarian situation. So, here are 5 things to understand about the ongoing conflict in DR Congo. First is the historical roots and complex background. The conflict in the DRC has deep historical roots dating back to the colonial exploitation, long-standing ethnic tensions, and the after-effects of the Rwandan genocide. These factors have collectively fueled decades of instability, especially in the mineral-rich eastern region of the country. The DRC has substantial untapped gold, cobalt, and high-grade copper reserves, but equally significant security risks are accentuated by a lack of robust infrastructure. Cobalt, one of the key metals to produce electric vehicles, places the DRC in a strategic position for the energy transition. Second is the emergence and influence of the M23 rebels. The M23 rebel group emerged in 2012 from the former members of the Congolese National Congress for the Defense of the People. Initially, M23 managed to capture significant territory in eastern DRC before facing a military crackdown and a ceasefire agreement. Despite these developments, the legacy of M23 continues to affect local security dynamics. Third is Rwanda's involvement in the conflict. Rwanda has frequently been accused of backing the M23 rebels, a claim it consistently denies. Analysts suggest that, from Rwanda's perspective, such involvement is part of a broader strategy to neutralize perceived threats along its border and safeguard its economic interest in the region's valuable mineral resources. Fourth is South Africa's diplomatic role. Although South Africa is not a direct combatant in the conflict, it plays an important diplomatic and mediation role in the region. As a key member of regional bodies like the Southern African Development Community, South Africa contributes to peacekeeping initiatives and supports efforts aimed at stabilizing the DRC through diplomatic channels. And fifth is the underlying causes fueling the conflict. Beyond historical grievances, the conflict in the DRC is driven by a mix of factors, including fierce competition over lucrative natural resources, systemic governance challenges, and interference from neighboring countries pursuing strategic and economic advantages. These intertwined causes have made the path to lasting peace particularly challenging.